back again. This is about Adam's Link. How you guys doing? Welcome to another video. Firstly, good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. Well, check out this video, guys. So, as a lady, will you comfortably sit on your father's lap and, of course, be whining as much as she's whining? And as a mother, will you want to see your daughter doing this to your husband? The husband being the girl's father. All in the name of say, oh, love, I love my dad. You are not only sitting on his lap, you are whining your legs on his lap. Disrespectful. There are some things we don't allow in our traditional way of living, but because of our internet and all the rest, you see some ladies comfortably doing this kind of things to their own father. It's wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. It's wrong. It's wrong. We are Africans. We do not do that. For me, it's wrong. But if you think there's absolutely nothing wrong about it, kindly leave a comment below, because that's a question being asked now among viewers on social media. And you people need to be extremely careful when it comes to some fake accounts. There's one account, there's a person who opened an account using Obi Cubana's name and of course Obi Cubana's group. If you see it for the first time, you will think that actually Obi Cubana, he has more than 20,000 followers on Twitter. Well, this guy decided to write something about giving out the sum of 10 million naira yesterday. So he asked a question. He said, if he gives out 10 million naira, how will you repay that 10 million naira in 10 years? He said, if I loan you 10 million naira to pay back 20 million naira in 2 years, so it's not 10 years, 2 years, will you take it? That is coming from Obi Cubana on Twitter, fake Obi Cubana. And the reason why this video decided to trend, even Obi Cubana had to post this particular screenshot on his Instagram page and to warn viewers that that's not him. He said, someone has been using my name on Twitter to do a lot of scam. I am not on Twitter. I am not on Twitter. This is not me. And if you check his bio on Instagram, he wrote clearly he is not on Twitter. But people will still fall for this kind of scam. Just to tell you how a lot of people might fall for that kind of scam, even Daniel who used to address celebrities' issues online, even fell for it. He said, taking a loan of 10 million naira to pay back 20 million naira in 2 years is an unwise decision, because there's literally no investment that can generate such profit in short time. And even if there was, the chance of achieving this is very slim, because the global economy is crippling. It's an unnecessary risk. He even fell for it. So please, let me just give you advice. Before you fall into any trap, all those celebrity people opening accounts with celebrity names, please try to check their verified account. At least that one will assist you. Try to check for their verified account on other social media platform out there before you can just fall for such crap. I bet this guy will be collecting, like, there are people specialize in that though. They just sit down at home, open fake account with celebrities' name just to scam people. They're crazy. They don't get job. Well, check out the story of a girl who decided to ignore her boyfriend, then gave number to a rich guy. So this person said, guy, a quick one. What will be your next line of action if your babe in your present gives a contact out to another dude obviously richer than you. Backstory to this. So I was chilling with my friend, with my guy this night with his babe at this bar. This dude drove in, sat opposite us and was obviously staring at my guy's babe. She took an excuse to make a phone call not so far from where we were seated. This dude that was staring also stood up almost immediately. We didn't suspect anything, felt no need to be vigilant. Babe was taking long than usual. My guy decided to go check her, only to see her and this dude talking. At this point, he got closer. He noticed she was giving him a number. Dude saw this, hopped in his car and drove off immediately. Babe was trying to give excuse of he is a new friend. It's nothing serious. My guy wasn't having it. He threatened breakup and she was forming tears. I, on the other hand, advised him to chill, think about things and probably end it all. So what will be your advice to that guy? I'm sitting down with you as my babe, and I noticed that this guy opposite us is staring at you and obviously you stood up. You said you want to make call. That guy stood up immediately. You guys excused yourself, went outside, and they were exchanging numbers. I stood up and caught my babe exchanging number with that same guy. Boy, I'm going to advise this guy based on my own way. Don't break up with this girl. That girl just played herself. You know what you would do? If you are a bad guy, you don't usually hold feelings. You don't hold feelings in your heart too much. Don't break up. Continue to chop that girl. Reduce the way you give that girl money. Chop her well, because obviously that guy too go see chop her. That guy go chop her, dump her. So you chop your chop, and from that day onward, start looking for a really good babe for yourself. That girl is meant for the street. Allow her to be in the street. Don't ever, see, I always give her, don't ever try to remove a girl from the street. Don't try it. If a girl belongs to the street, don't be a Jesus Christ to try to remove that girl from the street. God never brought you to this life to be removing girls from the street. Anybody that wants to be in the street, allow that girl jejely to be in the street. Meet that girl, chop your chop, and just look for decent girls. There are many decent girls out there. So street girls are meant for many men. Don't remove a street girl from the street. Don't try it. Don't. You're just emotionally deranged. Dry yourself. You are just wasting your goddamn time, because you will be so insecure. Even if the girl is not doing anything, you will still be thinking she's doing something. So that's what my own do. Don't break up. But if you have this value, just let her go. Just let her go. If you have this value, let her go. But if you are like strongly a bad guy, don't break up. Nah, don't break up now. Chop the girl well. If you don't chop her tire, don't let her go, fling her. But if you know about chop her well. Now she go run by herself. Just dey ignore her. Anytime she come your house, she not do small knocking, she go. When you take me out, I no get chance. She come again, do something, she will run. There's a way to show that you don't need girl again, and the girl will run by herself. Then let's discuss. Wait, I want to use this opportunity to just talk about Kizz Daniel. You know, this is a Buga song featuring techno. Can we just sit down and just agree that Kizz Daniel can never make a bad song? Kizz Daniel for a very long while now, for years now, although he's underrated, but Kizz Daniel can never make a bad song. And I think he should hold strong his producers, because its producers understand what Kizz Daniel wants, what Kizz Daniel fans, viewers want. And honestly, I just want to give it up. I just want to give him his flowers. Kizz Daniel can never make a bad song. Buga is like the most trendy song currently, even overtaking Bono Boy's Last Last and Davido's Stand Strong on Nigeria chart. And it came out before Davido and Bono Boy song. Now it has overtaken them. Oh, Kizz Daniel, big one to you. And again, let's talk about Naira Marley as well. I don't understand how some artists just name their their album. You know, Naira Marley is set to drop an album, and he named this album God's Time is the Best. Naira Marley new album will be called God's Time is the Best. Why? Why did he decide to name it God's Time is the Best? As if he's not going to sing about Bibi Nyash. As if he's not going to sing about Igbo. It doesn't really correspond. Your album name doesn't correspond with what you are singing inside the album. Obviously. I don't understand how these artists name the album. Just give them any name at all. Give them, well, Naira Marley, I hope you can just change that name and name it something different. Then let's have a discussion concerning Tonto Dikeh, Kpokpogiri, and Kemi Oluloyo. So, of course, you know what happened to Kpokpogiri mansion that was demolished recently in Abuja. So I see a lot of people were like coming for Tonto Dikeh saying she was involved because she injected herself into the whole conversation. She was laughing at Kpokpogiri and all the rest. So Kpokpogiri and Kemi Oluloyo had a section on life. Kemi Oluloyo asked Kpokpogiri, did you think Tonto Dikeh is behind your house being demolished? Kpokpogiri said no.
Now, I want to say something. Tonto Dikeh had nothing to do with this. Can you confirm that? I think she did all the stuff she was ranting about for clout. She had nothing to do with this. Am I correct?
Well, actually, I don't even want to say anything about that girl at all. I don't even want to say anything. But the truth is that she has nothing to do with the issue at all. She has nothing to do with it.
Okay. That's all. That's all I wanted to know.
Has nothing to do with it. So the whole issue now is that after that section, Tonto Dikeh wrote something about. She said, "It's like Kemi wants me to talk to her or something. Now Ogun go help me put her back for jail. Make we start to do GoFundMe for you again, Agbaya." Well, then Kemi Oluloyo wrote something like insinuating that Tonto Dikeh is smoking weed, drugs, and all the rest. She said, "I really want to help Tonto Dikeh. I'm concerned about the businesswoman whose office she visited last week and her bag fell on the ground with crack pipe dropping out. I'm aware that she contacted the NDLEA on her post wanting to be an ambassador and requested to be tested, but I have no idea of her dealings with the agency. I don't work for them. I'm just an advocate with your own campaign against the war of drugs. Something I did in America 30 years ago. We must never stigmatize recovering addicts or those who have won the addiction battle and want to help others. I am aware winning a pharmacist and was once the outpatient pharmacy director of the addiction clinic at the world's most prestigious hospital, John's Medicine. But Why was she still carrying drugs? She's the mother of a small child. I have the right to ask why Tonto Dikeh was bragging about her ex-boyfriend mansion demolished. I supported Tonto Dikeh when she was going through extreme domestic violence and possessed a gun in Ghana, attempting to kill George Hill, her ex-husband, as she was lying on another journalist, Azuko. Well, she revealed a lot of things, but major one was that she said Tonto Dikeh takes weed. Well, Tonto Dikeh wasn't really happy about that, and of course, she is now trying to sue Kemi Lawyer. She said she wants Kemi Lawyer to provide that businesswoman who said a bag fell off and this pipe of crack drugs came out and other drugs, that she should bring information that she usually takes drugs. If not, she will sue Tonto Dikeh. She will sue Kemi Lawyer. Well, that is just the battle. Kemi Lawyer just injected herself into the whole issue between Bob Pugiri and Tonto Dikeh. Why? So let's see exactly what will happen. And one of the crazy stuff is that, you remember when Kemi Lawyer was arrested, then when she came out, Tonto Dikeh donated 200,000 naira to Kemi Lawyer. You see how you go help people. People will come back to haunt you. Kemi Lawyer confirmed that herself.
I
Said,
interviewed Popo Green on Instagram Live. And somewhere down the line, I asked whether Tonto Dikeh had anything to do with this demolition. Well, she was just doing it for clout. And that's exactly what Popo Green told me. She has nothing to do with it. It was just doing it for clout. Tonto, you were very vocal about demolition, as if you had something to do with it. A lot of people attacked you on that, that you were rejoicing and all that stuff. Now it's up to you what you want to do, Tonto. But to come out on social media today and says that help you put me back to jail. You didn't put me to jail. Pastor Biomi arrested me because he said I defamed him in an article I did not even publish. Obviously, you can see what happened. Pastor Biomi withdrew his case. My charges were never dropped. He withdrew his case once he saw the proof. And the case ended right there. I came out very ill. I did a GoFundMe for people to donate to my GoFundMe. Tonto, you sent me 200,000, and I appreciated you. And that's about it. You sent me 200,000. But for you to bring it out 5 years later to say that we should open a new GoFundMe for her, 5 years later to say that we should open a new GoFundMe for her, but to put those kinds of posts out there, does Kemi want you to talk to you? I don't want to talk to you about anything. Does Kemi want you to talk to you? A lot of people tell me that you don't want to talk to you about anything around in your pocket. A lot of people tell me that you can't. Somebody told me they came to your office, or you came to their office, something of the sort. Somebody told me they came to your office, or you came to their office, something of the sort, and you dropped something in your bag. Used to smoke methamphetamine. Pipes. Used to smoke weed, shisha, all kinds of stuff. Pipes. Used to smoke weed, so for you to put my name out there saying that you want to take me to jail, or start another GoFundMe out there saying that you want to take me to jail or start another GoFundMe for me. It's just clout. A couple of people told me
no case between Kemi and Tonto, so let's see how it's going to end. Great news for Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, because Rihanna just put to bed. She gave birth to a bouncy baby boy. So this is Rihanna's first child and also A$AP Rocky's first child. Apparently, Rihanna gave birth like 5 to 1 week ago, but they decided to just keep mute, and I think they just decided to announce it to the world that she just put to bed. But she gave birth like a week ago, because there were a background story about Rihanna being in the hospital and put into bed. This celebrity lifestyle, they control the media, and they felt like this was the appropriate time for them to announce that she has finally put to bed. So big congrats to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. So we are just gonna wait. I hope we get invited for the naming ceremony though. and no, definitely nobody will be invited. But big congrats to Rihanna and his